Hi, I'm Joe, and I just got back from Ocean City, New Jersey, and it was an excellent stay down there for a week. So I had some really healthy meals down there, and lived right on the beach, and we had one of the best houses that we could rent at 15th and the boardwalk, and a lot of open space around the house. The good thing about being in Ocean City basically is the food. There's a lot of very good restaurants in Ocean City, like the Airport Diner or Chatterbox or Chinese places we've been to down there, and we're eating good every day of the week. And when you live on the beach, of course you can go to the beach 3 times a day. It's right outside. It's just excellent to be that close to the water and to see the views. I think that's really the reason why most people want to go to Ocean City, to see the views there. And we just had one problem with it, and that was really the first year that we had a condo right next door to our beach house, and so we're very concerned about keeping the sand out of it. At least my sister was. But anyone that would rent a house on the beach shouldn't be overly concerned about bringing the sand into the house. I know we did, but you just have to have a routine to keep the sand minimized every day inside the house, or inside the bathrooms anyway. And they gave us a very good beach house to prevent the sand from the beach going into the bathrooms and the kitchens and clogging up the plumbing there. And I think most people were smart enough to use the shower there, and they also hosed off outside the beach house. But there was some concern for the first time, since we had such a nice place, that there were some people who were tracking it in anyway, leaving piles of sand inside the house. And actually, it didn't matter. Whoever rents a house like that out has to clean it up. You can make a rule, put it on the wall, let people know they're supposed to clean up all the sand that they find inside the house or in their personal part of the house. But you can't enforce that rule, or it becomes very unpleasant. You just can't enforce a rule like keeping the sand out of the bathtubs or the sinks, the counters, the carpets, the kitchen. You just can't enforce a rule like that if you rent out a place like that. Because we did have a lot of guests, and with so many guests, it was incredible. They all brought their own food in, and they made health food there. And they rented out bicycles for us, and they really helped us out as guests of that place, because it was such a nice beach house. And each person got to have their own room in exchange for providing something there. And I provided this van, and my cousins provided dinners, the food, health foods there. And we had other cousins that provided the bicycles and the surreys that we used on the boardwalk. It's right behind the house. And we really got around, and everybody bought some food there. But we had a problem with some people there arguing about the sand. The property owners there thought that the sand could kill their plumbing. It could just completely clog up their plumbing. But that's just a theory. It takes a lot of sand to clog up their plumbing. And we didn't clog it up. But some people were getting overly aggressive about the sand and how much sand they could tolerate in the house. They were throwing some other people out because they were making too much sand, bringing too much sand in the parts of the house. So just keep in mind, it's a good rule to have. You get a beach house, but a lot of people argue about the sand, and it can be a real problem. Just having people arguing about how much sand they can tolerate inside the house. So there's a rule, like, you know, you can post that rule and discuss the rule once, but it's not a rule to be enforced. You should never enforce that rule. People get very disturbed about it, you know. And ultimately, it is the host or the renter's obligation to clean up the sand, and the guest shouldn't be expected to do that. It'd be nice if they would. Sometimes you can show them how to do it, but you can't enforce it. You know, you should never tell your guest at a beach house to clean up sand. That's the host's job. So I'll talk to you later. Thank you. Bye-bye.